Hey, good morning, guys. I'm having camera difficulties again this morning. Hi. How are you guys? Um, my little arm thing that holds my phone broke yesterday in the morning, and so that was a problem. I had to go get it replaced, which I did, and I got a new one, and that's already broken this morning. It's a cheapy plastic little thing, but it broke first thing this morning. So my camera angles are a little bit off because I'm working with a laptop, and with this phone propped up in this thing, it could fall over at any minute. I'm a little afraid. I'm trying not to touch my phone too much, but I do need to share to groups. If you all could share, like, subscribe, I would appreciate it. That would be awesome. How are you guys today? I'm a little not shaven today as I look at myself in the camera. I could probably use a shave. I was up late last night. I think it was the Scorpio full moon energy. It dawned on me like I'm normally in bed, like, I don't know, at a normal hour, like 9-ish, 10-ish, sometimes 11 at the latest. And I feel like I'm sitting awfully close to this camera. Wait, can I go this way? No, shit. All these different cameras. It's like so awkward. Anyways, I felt like I was wide awake at midnight, and I couldn't quite figure out what that was about. And I decided to have myself a cup of coffee, not cup of coffee, a bowl of ice cream, and watch the Survivor finale starting at midnight. And when I go to turn it on, I realize, oh wait, no, it's 2 hours. I'm not staying up till 2 a.m. Like, no way, no day. So I watched part of it, finished my ice cream, and then went to bed. But that was my evening. I thought it was kind of interesting that I was so wide awake at midnight. Wide awake. Not like antsy or just like, okay, what's up? Hey, let's do a crossword puzzle, or let's you know, uh do a jigsaw puzzle. It was weird. I was just like wide awake, like, okay, what can I do? Can I garden? And I'm like, bitch, it's midnight. What are you doing? This camera thing is gonna drive me nuts. All right, so let me get centered there at least. You're gonna have part of my face cut off on the other camera on YouTube and on the business page, but until I get this perfected, we're just going to deal with the technical difficulties and try and get the daily out. Okay, so a couple new things. Those of you that aren't on YouTube or watching from the business page, I do have a new video format where it will actually show the card in the bottom side of in the bottom portion of the screen. That's new and exciting and fun and makes me excited and happy. So you may want to check that out and follow the business page because that's where I'm broadcasting from originally. And then I go through my phone, which is this camera, to broadcast from my personal page to send it out to the groups that way. I would love to get it all just on one. I don't know why Zuckerberg can't just figure it out so that we can all just shoot from one place and shoot it out everywhere. It's possible. It's just everybody wants a fucking piece of the pie is the thing. So I've got a third-party software that I have to use to do that because it also sends it out not only to my business page at Facebook, but it also sends it to YouTube and Twitch, which I don't even know how to use Twitch yet. I know that Twitch is a gaming service because I like to video game, and I have a Twitch account, but my friend was telling me the other day when he set this thing up for me that they actually do have tarot readings on Twitch, which I never would have known that. I always go there to watch other people play different video games, which I find kind of entertaining. Trying to move between the cameras. Good morning, Janice. How are you? I love that she's starting with like normal conversation as if I'm not like busy doing something. She's saying we could have gone to Walmart at midnight. Okay, well, we missed that opportunity. Is the Walmart here 24 hours? I don't even know. Anyways, I was just wide awake. It was just interesting. I was like totally comfortable puttering on my phone, and then I looked at my phone. It was 11:53, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's late. I want ice cream." And what haven't I not watched on TV? And I was like, maybe Survivor. And then when I saw that it was a 2 hour finale, and no spoilers. Don't tell me who wins because I'm gonna watch it today. But I was like, wait, I can't stay up for 2 more hours. That'll be crazy. I'll never do the forecast. So I'm here to do the forecast. Hey, Kristen Rebello. Hey, Caroline. Hey, Ducky. Hey, Kirsten Afrasiabi. I hope I said that right. The only bummer part with this new format, too, is I can't tell. Oh, you know what I didn't do? That's why I didn't do it, is I didn't pop out Unified Chat. There's a way to pop out the Unified Chat that allows me to see who's chatting from YouTube. Hey, Amber. Thank you. I appreciate your time this morning too, girl. Thank you. I appreciate you tuning in, and every morning I try and do this to kind of give back to everybody. This is my way of giving free service to multiple people all at once. I don't think people understand that doing this kind of work can be a little bit draining, especially if you really actually care about people, because a lot of people want a lot of things all of the time, and you can't get to everybody. So this is my way of trying to help everybody at least get a little bit of insight, whether they can afford it or not, kind of thing. Does that make sense? And that way I don't feel like I'm denying people. Yesterday I was in a new group, so this just as an aside. I posted yesterday's video in a new group, a fairly large tarot group, psychic readings group, it's a very cool group, but I kind of got in trouble because I didn't read the guidelines, and you need to be considered an active member, and to do that you have to give free readings specifically to that group a certain amount of time and get positive feedback and all of that sort of stuff. So I was starting that process yesterday, and I got online to do that and, offer free readings just on a video just solely in that group, and people just came out of the woodwork. Good morning, Anne, Jewel. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning, Belen. Good morning, Carol. Thank you for liking and sharing. Please like and share the video. Please share it out. Share it to your pages. Who knows? Some of your family, some of your friends might see me and go, he's interesting. What's he about? So anyways, I got online and I ended up with like 30 or 40 viewers, and everybody was like, people were like typing in caps, please, I need help. I don't understand that, guys. It makes me feel horrible. I did post the video from my personal page because there was this one reading that I ended up doing for somebody that asked me if their son was going to be okay. And I told them, I said, I don't know, but I felt drawn to want to help them. And I had a really emotional connection to that reading, like where I felt in my body a lot of what that was about. So, but it felt, even though it was sort of emotional for me, it was beautiful. And so I posted it to my personal page, which is public. So if you want to go, I put it under the title of This Is Why I Do What I Do. But I was on that group for like an hour, and a lot of people were messaging me, and people messaged me directly at the business page saying, oh, I don't know how I found you, but I really need your help. I need to know, is he going to call me? And I'm thinking, really? A, you're going to start off with a lie and tell me you don't know how you found me. I know you found me because you saw my video and you saw my readings in that new group. B, you're going to talk about how heavy your heart is and how you need my help over a dude, when there's people that out there in the world who don't even have food on their table. I think sometimes it blows my mind how sort of, and I get it, I do this myself too. I become self-centered. I become so fear-based and so worried and so self-centered that it's just all about me and I need my help first. So what I told her is, I said, I'm sorry, this is a business page. Are you interested in booking a reading? Because I also didn't like she was approaching me with a lie at first. I knew she was lying. She knew where she found me. She knew how she connected to me. And if she didn't know how she connected to me and stumbled across my business page, she shouldn't be messaging me. Because whatever I'm going to tell you, if you're that, I hate to say it, but if you're that harebrained and you have no clue how you're stumbling onto psychics, then you don't need to be asking complete strangers for advice in your life, period. And I didn't say that to her, but That's kind of what I wanted to say. So I told her, I said, well, what I find helps me, because I had just given away like, I don't know, 5 or 6 free readings in that group. I said to her, I said, what helps me sometimes when I feel my heart is heavy and I don't have a good time, I'm not having a good time, is doing something like this, like giving back for free, doing things for others, but doing it in a way where I don't feel like I'm compromising myself, right? But sometimes that helps me to get outside of myself and my things and my insecurities or worries or focus and readjust and get a break from that heaviness. And I legit agree, you know, I'm not trying to blame the woman. She was just trying to find help for herself. But she was awfully forceful about it. And she was starting off on a lie. And there's a lot of manipulation that goes on Facebook, guys. Manipulation of on both sides of the coin. You know, people talk about, don't be manipulated by fake readers. And there certainly are people out there that are fake readers that are just doing what they're doing to, I don't know, make a buck or be weird. But there is also a lot of real sort of energetically vampiric people out there that are so stuck in their own pain and in their own sadness and in their own need that they will try and latch on to whomever will give them attention. And the funniest thing is that sometimes I've noticed that they have fits because they can't, you know, get read. Oh, I never get read, they type in the chat, or I never get picked for these things, and it's because your energy is so fucking off, to be honest. Nobody wants to be around it. Even you don't want to be around it. You're trying to hand it to somebody else, a complete stranger on Facebook. Like, take some responsibility. You know, take some ownership. Great way to take ownership is to book a reading with a psychic if you really want psychic information and you really want psychic guidance and you really want insight. Book a reading with them. Invest in yourself and your needs. Quit living in like limited beliefs of poverty and, oh, I don't have enough, and oh, I can't do this, and I can't, but I need your help. Even though I don't know who the hell you are or if you're even legitimate, I need your help. That's fucking dangerous. Hate to say it. Anyways, wow, that's a real crazy tirade first thing in the morning. It just kind of, I just thought it was really strange. And then I got a request from another lady that I haven't responded to yet because it was absolutely lovely. And she's requesting that I answer a question for her, which I am going to do for free, even though she messaged me directly to the business page. But I want to help this woman because it's the energy with which she sent to me. I'm just not ready to do it yet, so I haven't responded. So I'm taking my time on it, but I am going to help her for free. So it's a case-by-case basis, folks. I do this as a living. I want it. This is my career. And you all know this. Like, you guys on Facebook and the people that know me, you guys know this. And I don't mind. If I'm willing to offer and do it, I'm happy to do it for free. I don't mind. But there's just so many different people out there that are so, they're like, maybe they are unaware. You know, maybe she isn't aware of how she found my page, but you shouldn't be asking me for advice. And then it was about advice on a guy, you know, which to me, it's like, honey, I just got done reading somebody who was worried about their son, you know, getting better. And you're worried about, will he call? You know, it's like, go out and get a hobby. I don't know. Maybe I'm not feeling... Maybe it's that Scorpio full moon energy. Scorpio kind of has a way of soapboxing and also cutting to the quick. The water signs, I feel like Scorpio is the most sort of, it can be highly, highly psychic, but also highly brutal in its delivery. So maybe that's what I'm doing today. But that was just my little aside and my experience for yesterday, and then Scorpio full moon energy. Basically, my thing is respect your psychics. And I know that you guys all do. Like, everybody that's here that's watching, I know that you guys all do. I don't feel disrespected here, but when I go into some of these new groups that are filled with people, there's just a lot of seekers out there that aren't necessarily doing things that are safe, let's say that. And it's just a lot. So that's a little insight into my world and what I deal with when I'm trying to build my business is because it's weird, guys. It's hard because You know, you want to help people. That's what I want to do. But I can't help everyone. And I certainly can't help anyone that's not willing to help themselves. You know, if you're not willing to, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Anyways, I'm not in a bad mood. I'm actually in a really good mood. So let's shake that off. Let's let that leave today. The other exciting thing that has changed today is if you look in the description of the video, and there's going to be a description in this video too that I've placed, I have had the most beautiful thing made for me by Angel. She's in the group, and it is it's something that she created for me, which I so appreciate. It's a simple link, and if you go and you press it, I should have pinned it to the video, but I don't want to touch my phone because I'm afraid I'll knock it over. If you press it, it takes you to all of my contact information. It shows you like these beautiful buttons on how to join the Facebook group, how to subscribe to the YouTube channel. So it's like 4 easy buttons, even how to pay for a reading if you want to book a reading with me. And so I just, like, when I saw it yesterday, it was so beautiful and professional looking and lovely. And it's just one link where you tap it and it shows you a page. There we go. We just psych it down. I knew it was going to happen. Cheap ass piece of plastic bullshit. Hold on. Yes, you did just see me lick that. Hold on, I got to reposition this camera now. Oh, shit. I knew that was coming. And this thing is like such cheap plastic, it's not even funny. I can't even believe I paid for it, but it is Mexico. I think my phone is way too heavy for it, to be honest. I got a heavy phone. That's what all the girls say. All right, let me get that cord out of the way. Sorry, gaming cord. Stay up there, please. Are you gonna stay or are you gonna just be a jerk? Come on, please. Don't do this to me now. Let me see, how can I prop this up? That's not tall enough. Oh, let's see if that stays. Okay. All right, so that could fall again. Mary, I do live in Mexico. I do. No, the dogs have been awake, Janice. They have been awake. And no ghosts. It's just cheap plastic, I promise. All right, so I might shuffle the cards and the phone might fall over again. We'll see. But most times what comes out of the mouth is not the same as what's in my head, LOL. Well, yeah. Oh yeah, so shout out to Angel for this, and please check out the link. Just tap it and we'll show you the buttons. Please let me know if it's working properly. If you don't see the buttons or whatever, let me know, because maybe I've done something wrong in presenting it, but it just makes it cleaner and easier, and you don't have to read this big long description just to get down to the very bottom of the page to find the link to the Facebook group. It's so streamlined stuff, and that's really what I need to make this feel easy and possible. And so let's get to today's reading. Monday, May 20th. Is Pat here in the room, by the way? I don't know if I am using the video cam on the laptop, but I'm also running from my personal page on my phone, Janice. If you were listening earlier, that's what I had said, because I need to post to groups, and so I need to run it from my personal page also. And we also had this discussion with when Josh was here, that that could be done, but it was a paid service and a whole nother third-party server and all that. So I licked it because it sticks better, Karen. Don't judge me. You know, every once in a while you have to lick it to make it work, right? You should know that. People should know that. Every once in a while sometimes stuff needs a good licking here and there to make it work, right? Oh, Pat, you are here. I just wanted to say hello because of that laugh yesterday. I was actually going to bring that up, but I think I won't bring that up because this is a public thing and it's being presented out there. But I just wanted to say thank you for those links yesterday, and I hope that your yellow feather has passed at this point. Okay. All right. So I'm going to shuffle for Monday, May 20th, and here we go. All right, so I'm going to go out on a limb, guys, and say that this is actually going to be a nice day. Like things are going, I hate saying this, like the energy feels really kind of mellow, really kind of nice. The cards came together nicely. It wasn't perfect, or I don't believe in perfect. Perfect is a bad standard to live by because perfect has no movement and energy is constantly changing and moving. So we always, it's funny, we seek perfection in things, you know, and we never receive it because we can't. It's not possible. Energy is always growing, moving, and changing. It's just evolution. It happens with everything, right? So when we seek perfection or we say, oh, that's just perfect, it's not really perfect. Perfect is unattainable. Perfect means that it's so is what it is that it can't change. And that's an energetic law that doesn't like exist. You know, does that make sense? So I'm not going to say that the energy is perfect today, but it felt very nice, very calm. And I just get worried that possibly the card is going to be something that is now negative, and I'm going to have to sort of understand or interpret that. But as I flip over the card, I'm going to place it here in Buddha's lap because we want Buddha to hold our card for us to give it good energy and say, hey, dude, what's up? What's up, dude? Sorry, Buddha. See it rests right on his third eye there. It's the Hierophant. And this card is a lovely card. It's part of the Major Arcana, and it is a very strong card. Like I say in all my readings, the Hierophant or the Major Arcana pack a punch. They have an energetic sort of strength to them. This card to me speaks about like spiritual strength and knowledge, being a teacher or learning that one is a teacher, if that makes sense. So like if I was to apply this card to myself, learning or realizing, waking up and truly assimilating the fact that maybe I am actually doing some good for people out there in the universe. Maybe I do have some qualities that I can share with people that might help them or teach them or educate them and help further their purpose in the process, right? So that's what this card represents for all of us today. Is this opportunity to sort of realize where our strengths lie, where our knowledge is, and to utilize it. Utilize it from a place of strength, from a place of authority, from a place of ownership, right? The Hierophant isn't necessarily an in-your-face sort of card. And the reason why I say this, and I'm going to show this, where my intuition is taking me with this, or what I'm hearing and why I'm saying it, I'm going to point it out to you in the card on the other video stream, is there's this little like sort of hut here that he's underneath, right? If you see that where my finger is pointing. And to me, that is sort of his secure space. To me, right now, it's looking like his auric field, right? His aura, the energy field we have around us. And to me, that looks balanced. And as I'm looking at the card right now, it looks balanced. It looks like he's aware of it. And he's actually working within it with an awareness, with a conscious awareness of it. So without sounding too far out there, what I'm saying is this card today is about us acknowledging who we are, what we're worth, what we know, not necessarily imposing it upon people, but sharing it with those that are willing to receive it. And also being protective of it in not a fearful or worrisome way, but in a way that is like respectful of who we are personally, in a way that is aware of who we are personally. I love that there's this moon above his head. To me, this speaks to like the seventh chakra, which is at the top of your head. And it speaks to me of intuition, of being like sort of guided, connected to one's spiritual self, connected to one's spirit guides, or to God, or whatever your higher power or may be, whatever your higher vibrational spiritual information is. It looks like there's access to that in this card, right? When I have all of this stuff going on here, there's this giant poppy in the bottom, which is interesting to me today, because I don't necessarily always notice that poppy or this elephant on the side here, but those things are making me think of the poppy as representing sort of like growth, right? Like that there's a blooming that happens with this card today. There's a realization and an opening that happens with this card today where we might realize our true value a little bit today if we're quiet if we're quiet. Like, y'all just shut up. You're going to realize how great you are. That's not what I'm saying. if we sort of go inward a little bit, that's why he's in that sort of that shell, I feel like, is if we go inward into our aura, into our energy field, into our awareness of ourselves, and we put our attention on ourself, a blooming will actually happen, a realization will actually happen, a growth will happen for us, an appreciation of our own beauty, of our own growth, of our own awareness. Hi, 20 viewers. Wow, we have 20 viewers this morning. This is a great forecast. Usually it's not quite so high. So hello and good morning to each and every one of you. So that blooming there is at the foundation of this card today. So today feels like a very good day for self-awareness, a very good day for self-appreciation, very good day for, how do I want to say it? Going inward, putting our attention on ourselves and appreciating ourselves and loving ourselves. The elephant too, I wanted to point out that there's an elephant aspect to this card. The elephant to me always represents like sort of, elephants are highly intelligent creatures and very familial bonded. They're strong in their strength, but they're not the kind of animal that goes around like throwing it around. Like if you fuck with an elephant will fuck you up, right? Like an elephant can probably even kill a tiger or a lion. But they don't go around like, oh, like I'm a boss. They're kind of like smooth and mellow and an elephant, right? And the other thing about this is this elephant is, I always think of when I think of elephants, is elephants never forget, right? So there's a part of this card that also too, we get to reflect back on our past a little bit, on our memories. This is the never forgetting part. So we get to reflect back on our past and some of the things that we've done in the past and maybe shift our perceptions around them, or understand maybe in past what we would normally deem as mistakes or feel shame around. We might actually understand a little bit today why we did those things the way we did them, and give ourselves a break or credit and allow ourselves to transform those memories into not memories of like sort of sadness or shame, but into memories of strength and awareness and power, like the elephant represents, right? Because the elephant is just a presence, like it's a deep, peaceful, strong presence. So is the Hierophant, okay? So I feel like today is a good day to sort of ratchet down our energy. And not ratchet down, I don't want to say bring down the vibration, but like bring it back to yourself. Give to yourself today. Appreciate you. Get like right here, feel it right in here. And be like, I don't know, who's in here? Elephants bring you luck. You're awesome, Terry. That's true. And they are lucky. They're wonderful, wonderful animals. I love watching nature programs, and I'm amazed at how they sort of, what they do for each other and how they lead each other to water. And elephants are incredible animals. And so, and if they bring you luck, then maybe today is your lucky day. I think that whatever that represents for you, use your intuition around that, Terry. If that's what that is for you, then have yourself a lucky day, but also appreciate yourself today. And Kim Klein says she so needs to learn that. Kim, start to believe that you already know it. That's what this Hierophant card is about. This Hierophant card is telling us we are our own teachers. We have the capacity to teach ourselves. We have the awareness. And maybe this is part of why I went on that, oh, my glasses look a little askew. Maybe this is part of why I went on that tirade first thing in the video about that woman coming to me going, oh, I don't even know how I found you and I need your help. And it's like, in all honesty, you don't need my help. You think you need my help because you're stuck in desperation. The Hierophant card is not about being stuck in desperation. The Hierophant card is about being like sitting in quiet awareness of our true potential and what we already know and how powerful that actually is. Ooh, that felt good to say even. Now if I can just get there today, oh, that would be so massively good to feel. So that's my goal for today's energy. I don't know about you. And that's my forecast. Remember, we're all teachers. We're all here learning too. We're all students and teachers, and we all have the capacity not only to learn, not like, learn from our mistakes and learn from our life lessons and life experiences, but we also have the capacity to teach others through being compassionate and kind to them, and from being, just sharing our stories. That's part of, like, yesterday in the video I said, if something happens for you midweek, get on and share about it. You never know who you might, your story might enlighten somebody else or open them up to talking about their experiences. And from that, you end up, you know, having a little bit more awareness or a little bit feeling a little bit more connected, even to a complete stranger. Because I've always said this too. This is a phrase of mine. I'm not sure. I think I made it up, but I don't know. But we are more alike than we are different. You know, regardless of religion, race, gender, sexuality, all of those things that we use to define ourselves and individualize ourselves and sort of box ourselves in. We actually, when you get down to the soul part of it all or the spirit part of it all, we all come from, I'm a true believer, we all come from the same source and we all go back to the same source. And that source is in all of us. So we're actually, when we focus on that source and we really strengthen that muscle and that connection to that, we start to realize that we are really all more alike and more connected than we are actually separated. And that's what this world fucking needs right now. I hate to say it, but with a fucking in there, but I love to swear. But that is what the world needs, is to be a little bit more connected to each other and a little bit more accepting. So, but we have to do that with ourselves first to really be able to genuinely and authentically do that with others. And so that's what this card to me says today, is take today, you can even slow down the pace. If there's a bunch of stuff on your docket today, a bunch of stuff you're worried about getting done, you know what? Make a cup of coffee, turn on the Survivor finale, and say, I'll deal with that later. I'm gonna appreciate me, keep it mellow, keep it cute, maybe meditate, maybe, think about my aura and my energy and what's working for me, and really hone in on the things that are working and benefiting you and owning those things. That's what today's card's about. It does sort of tie in with that Three of Crystals, which was that creative thinking card. So if we had that Three of Crystals yesterday for the beginning of the week, which was creativity, and then we had the Four of Worlds, which was commencement. So, this could be that shift. This is the card that might be shifting us in from, Sunday, Monday, into Tuesday's commencement. We might be changing and beginning some new way of holding ourselves in our life. That might be the commencement. And when you start to hold yourself in a different light, or you start to appreciate yourself in a different light, the world starts to respond. The universe starts to respond. Good things start to happen to you because you start treating yourself with more respect. You start loving yourself more. And so good things start to happen that come out of the blue, and we're like, oh shit, what was that? Well, that was the thing that you created because you actually started to believe for a minute that maybe you deserved better things in your life. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to you guys today. I feel like that's a really nice forecast for today. And I hope you all have a really blessed, wonderful day, even regardless of the energy that you're dealing with. So if there's some of you out there that are having a harder time right now, and you're saying, yeah, Hierophant my ass, Daniel, you don't understand what I'm dealing with. Well, I think that this is the perfect time for you to try and find that Hierophant energy, that get quiet, get centered, get grounded, and become aware of what you can actually handle. Because if you are going through hard times right now, or you are going through struggles that you feel like you can't handle, you're wrong. You can handle them. That's why they're happening to you. You've actually, on some level, sort of created them and asked for them. So when you start to take responsibility and awareness for that and start to handle it from that place, they shift and they become less big and less powerful. And then you start to have more sort of ability to work within these situations and change them and get to the more positive side of things. Does that make sense? Okay. You make my tears bearable today. Well, Amber, I'm glad that I can do that. And I'm sorry that you're experiencing tears, but tears are the cleansing of the soul. So if you're having tears today, allow that. There's something your body and your soul is trying to tell you through those tears. Don't judge them. Don't feel bad that you have them. If you're sad, it's okay to be sad. Sad is an emotion that is a signifier that helps us to heal. Okay? I'm going to tell you guys this. Pat knows this lady, and me and Pat were kind of, all right, so you guys, I hate to say followers because I think it's stupid, but you guys follow me, right? Or you guys watch me. Well, I have people that I watch, and I love this woman out of Seattle called MJ Cullinane, I think is how you pronounce her last name. She's an artist, and she creates tarot decks, and I've talked about her tarot deck before, Pro Tarot. But she does a daily reading, too, that's also very powerful, and Pat and I, we discuss it via message all the time. And She has this great saying that she said during one of the readings a couple of weeks ago that impacted me in such a way that I thought was so beautiful, where she said, you know, we get hurt in life, right? And we get I'm gonna fuck this up. I'm not gonna say it as eloquently as she said it, but she says, you know, at times life hurts us or we feel pain in life, but we get to choose, and our, you know, our heart will hurt, right? But we get to choose how we scar. We get to choose how we heal and where the scars are, or how big we let those scars be. How large do we let those reminders live in our lives, right? And so if you are feeling sad right now, um, it's okay to be sad, and it's okay to feel those things. Don't run from them and resist them. The other thing that I always say too, that I actually heard on a video yesterday that Pat had sent me to, was that, you know, she said it's similar. It's not the exact same thing that I always say, but I said, whatever you resist will persist. So if you're in resistance to your own emotions or how you're feeling, it's going to persist with you and not go away. The Hierophant isn't about resistance. The Hierophant is about acceptance, about awareness and acceptance, and being in a seat of quiet power and awareness of who we are, and that we're kind of okay in the given moment, in the present moment, where we're at, even if it doesn't feel super great. We know intuitively, our spirits know, if we turn to our spirits, if we go inward, our spirits will bring us out of this or bring us through this. We don't even necessarily want to focus on getting out of it, because then that brings up that level of energetic resistance. We want to go through this experience, whatever it may be for us, even if it's unpleasant, because we have to believe that for whatever reason, it's happening to us, it's teaching us something. There's a purpose for it. And when you shift that and you go to that place, all of a sudden something that's overwhelming and extreme and scary and frightening can actually become beneficial. We can become grateful for it. And we can become connected to it in a different way, where we actually move through it versus getting out of it. I need to get out of this. I need to be done with this. I can't deal with this anymore. Well, if that's your energy, it's going to give you just a little bit more until you learn that, like, okay, I can breathe. I can handle this. This is what this is. This is why I feel this way, and that's okay. Hold space for yourself, guys. Wow, that was long. These videos are getting longer and longer. I don't know. Let me know if I need to keep them short, guys, because I can keep them short if need be. That is my forecast for today. I think the creativity of the crystals card from yesterday and this commencement card is bringing about big, powerful changes. That's why the Hierophant's shown up today. And that Scorpio moon, that bowl of ice cream, girl, ooh, it was good at midnight. But it is bringing up, and you know what? That's me feeding my Hierophant. Like, I ain't gonna judge it. I'm gonna share about it. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna tell you, I had ice cream at midnight and it was delicious. I deserved it. I felt like it. I had it. I ate that bowl down. Like, ain't no qualms. So, and I need to apply that sort of energy and that amusement to everything that I do today. And it's gonna make the day go by really quick, really easy, and we'll feel really good by the end of it when we go to bed. All right, I love you guys, and I'm so pleased that you guys tune in, and both at Facebook and at YouTube. And I'm sorry that the camera angles are kind of off, and I might look like I'm staring away from the camera, but I am working with two cameras, and they're at different levels and positions. And one day, I'm gonna get this right. That's the other thing too, and that's a Native American belief. Oh wow, I am on tangents this morning. I went to the shamanism class, and through Michael Harner, he has a institute in California, and I ended up in one of the classes with this great teacher named Nan Moss, and it was on the East Coast, and it's about there was this lesson in there about finding your song. And I had realized that some part of me, ooh, this is making me sad a little bit, but this is okay, because I can be sad and I can own this with you guys. There was a part of me sitting in that classroom that had realized I had lost my song. And in Native American belief, like, you have your song. Each person has their individual sort of music, right, within them. And so we had to get up, and there was a drum circle, and we drummed, and we had to find our song. And it was actually like sort of difficult for me to sort of even make noise come up through my throat chakra, right? And I worked on it. And yesterday I worked a lot on my throat chakra, so that might be why I'm talking so much today in meditation in the evening. But this class, you know, me just going like, one day, that is me getting my song back, guys. When I feel that way, when I have that, and I've been listening to music a lot in the mornings. Like after the forecast, I'll probably go put on some music and just let it play quietly in the background while I putter and have my coffee and love on my dogs and do what I need to do today. But those things, it stimulates that, our internal song, our music. And if your song is sad right now, or your song is angry, or whatever you're feeling right now, it's okay to feel it. And it's okay to talk about it too. Like if you need support, go to the group, post about it, you know, let other people use their Hierophant energy to help you through. You know, maybe they might be able to share with you and teach you a way or a trick and another one too. And I'm just going to share this. A friend of mine, Kennedy. Oh, wow. Kennedy taught me this in class the other day, is that it's this great simple trick, which I love, is inhale when you're like meditating, or when you quiet your eyes and you just concentrate on your breath. You breathe in through your nose and you go, and just imagine plus signs, you know, like mathematical plus signs going in through your nose and into your body and filling up your body. And then when you exhale through your mouth, imagine negative signs going out. And it shifts your energy. It's a very simple, symbolic sort of tool, but it's kind of like, that's how spirit speaks to us, right? It's through our dreams, through these weird, wacky images that we have in our dreams. And we're sort of supposed to make sense of it. But like when you send that information mentally, like just try and pretend, even if you can't see it, just pretend it. When you're sending that positive in through your nose and into your body and filling your body, and it's pushing out the negative, your body actually responds. It's a simple, your body, your spirit, everything gets together and goes, oh, I know what you're trying to do. And your mind's thinking it and focusing on it. Your energy will shift. It's fun, easy, and good practice. So maybe practice that today. Maybe that might lead you to your Hierophant. Have a great day, you guys. I love you all. Please like, share, subscribe, share this video wherever you think it would be best utilized or where people would benefit from it. And to anybody on Twitch, like if y'all could message me and let me know that these videos are out there and that you're watching them, I would appreciate it, just because I don't even know how Twitch is working, if at all. I should probably go visit, but I don't. We'll see. And I'm also a gamer. I love a video game. So any Twitch viewers that are also into tarot and gaming, message me. We could become friends and game together. All right. Okay, you guys. Have a great day. Thank you, Rose. That's the same thing, Pat. Pat says, I always imagine light in through my nose and darkness out through my mouth. That works for me. And that's the same thing. It's like pluses and minuses. It's positive coming in, negative going out. And it works. It's great. All right. Yes, I see, Rose. I am being a little bit of a teacher today. Yes. And I like it. It feels good. It feels nice to teach. But I'm also still very much a student too, you know? Kat, the one-on-ones are usually, I schedule for up to an hour. So, but I try and keep it to one subject. So if you're booking a private reading with me, I say this is how the formula: 1 hour, one subject reading. Because then usually people will come to me with all this information that they want answers to, and you can't address it all like successfully in an hour. I believe that energy, when concentrated and attention is focused and consciously placed on a certain subject, that will shift everything, right? So if we take one subject, like say career or love or, you know, whatever it is you want to look at, and we spend a reading doing that, that's going to not only shift that area and give us answers or insights and validation on what's going on in that area, but that has a ripple effect, and it'll start to affect other areas of our lives too. So I keep it to one subject because we're already spread too thin as human beings. Our attention is being pulled by media, by government, by family, by, so this is and I give you up to an hour. Some people, they only need a half an hour. Like I do the reading, I explain it to them. They're like, nope, that's good. I get it. Thank you. And we're done. But you do have me for up to an hour. I'm not a clock watcher, so if it runs like an hour and 10 minutes or whatever, I'm not going to be like, oh, we have to finish now. But that's how I work it, and it's $40. So, and that's payable via PayPal. Okay? So, it's really dependent on the person, on the subject matter, but I usually say it takes a bit between anywhere. Some readings have been really fast lately, and they've been done and gone in a half an hour, and they're like, that was great, thank you, I get it. And some take a little bit longer. So I usually schedule for I call it a 1 hour, one subject reading, because I want your attention on whatever subject it is that you need assistance with. If there's not something, or you feel like there's multiple things going on in your life that are equally like as important, and you're like, I've got 3 things, because I call it the Holy Trinity. Everybody comes to me with like, I need to know about my love life, my money, and my job, or my health. It's like, no, girl. Like, let's bring it down. Let's bring it down. Let's pull in the focus here, and let's like manage our energy a little bit. When you can't pick between one of those 3, then I suggest doing a general reading. What ends up happening is more information will come through in a more general manner, but it gives us insight where we might actually get answers on multiple subjects. Or we'll see like sort of an underlying theme that could be happening in all of those areas that we were unaware of that we're doing. And so we can then sort of change that and shift that, and then watch those areas change in our life. So I hope that makes sense. S.J. Sheldon says, watching your daily reads helps me so much. I'm so grateful for that. Thank you. And hearing that helps me so much, because it reminds me why I do what I do and why I want to be doing this. And why this is really what I feel like is my calling, but I can't do it for free all the time. I mean, I do these for free because this is my daily, and I don't mind doing that, but I am building a business here. So your encouragement like that helps me to remind me that I am actually making a difference, and that I will keep faith and be balanced and grounded like the Hierophant today, and appreciate myself and have a better day for it. All right, you guys. Good morning, Louie. I'm about to sign off. I was on way too long this morning. Many tirades. Please go back and watch the videos, you guys. Send them out, share them out, and have a great day. I will talk to you all tomorrow with our next card. And if you want to book a private session, feel free to message me. Like I said, I have that new link system that Angel made. So if you go and click that link, it's going to show you all like 4 different buttons of where to find me. You can join the Facebook group. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can pay me via PayPal. You can send me an email even, I think. It's pretty. It's so pretty. So pretty. I love it. And I'm so appreciative of Angel for doing that. She is an angel. Like literally. All right. Have fun. And, you too, Nancy, when I watch yours, your lives inspire me too. That's why I put you out in the group. That's Nancy, guys. If you see her in the Facebook group right now, Nancy's one of our moderators, and she does live videos where she sells cosmetics for a company called Luminous. Check her out, follow her, watch her videos. She just does makeup applications and shows you the products that she's selling, but they're at a really good price point, and she is trying to be an entrepreneur and do her own business for herself around something that she loves. And she's a wonderful person and very sweet, and she has the craziest head of beautiful mermaid hair that she can't stand, which I don't get it, because I know people that would kill for her hair. But it's funny to watch when she's like, oh my god, I got so much hair, and I'm like, it's like mermaid hair, I want that hair. Anyways, all right, mermaids are magical. So you guys have a great day. I gotta go. I'm glad I make you smile, Carolyn. You guys all make me smile too. And this video's probably gone on way too long. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Have a great day. Bye.